This is CHSTV News.
Good morning, Cathedral. I'm Elena with your morning announcements for Wednesday, March the 31st. Let's start off the show with a message from Mr. Daly.
Special day when we're going to be thanking I got a lot of thank yous to do today, so I'm going to jump right into it. The first thing I need to do is thank all of the people who participated and organized and shared their stories on Black History Month and Women's History Month presentation assembly video yesterday. That was really, really amazing, and what a wonderful school we have, where we have the kind of people that will put something like that together, share their own stories in an honest and authentic way, and we can all think about how we make the world a better place. And I can't help think when I see things like that we are so blessed at Cathedral to have the mixture of students and staff that we do from all around the world, living in harmony, working together with all of our own faults and failings. And what we're going to do with our students, and we're doing it already, is you'll be leaving Cathedral and spreading out amongst the world and sharing your gifts and making the world a better place. And you're really going to do that because we do it very, very well here at Cathedral. We're always trying to do it better, and we're fully human beings who make mistakes, but we're definitely doing things in a great way here. So I want to thank, and I hope I don't miss anyone, many of the students who helped out and many of the staff who shared. So Sarita and Omalad, Mr. O, Sam, Mr. D'Souza, Paige, Jasmine. These are great students. Some of these girls I got to know very well last semester in Mr. D'Souza's class. And like I said, I can't wait for them to go out into the world and share their gifts and make the world a better place. Miss Adelino and Mr. Nathan Muir, who have been doing so much to support our Native students and to represent that community in such a great way. Miss Martres, I know the Step Squad was part of it. Vanessa, another great friend of mine here who always shakes her head when I'm going on too long on the announcements, but another great kid in the school, Alex, and of course the final beautiful song. I was fortunate to hear them rehearse it several times in the last 2 weeks. So Joy, Kalita, Jason, and Whitney, thank you for sharing your gifts with us. And of course, Mr. Chabuco the Great and all of his class for all the images, for the video. I know Mr. McMillan played a part as well. There was a painting by Karishma, and of course Miss O'Keefe, and anyone that I forgot. And again, I should recognize all the staff who participated in the videos as well. I was very moved by that presentation. It was wonderful. So thank you to all of you. Now next, we're going to thank two of our great staff who are retiring as of today. One is Miss Eleanor Shepard, who is an educational assistant, and I often say it, if there's a group of staff in the school who do God's work around here, it's the educational assistants. And Miss Shepard has, again, sort of like Mr. Fananico, quietly but very profoundly made a great positive contribution to so many students and staff lives here at Cathedral. I believe Ms. Shepard worked many, many years ago at Cathedral when my mom was an educational assistant here. I don't think I've told too many of my mom's stories, but anyways, and to properly thank her and recognize her, Ms. Chernetz is going to come up and thank Ms. Shepard for her many years of great Christian service here at Cathedral.
Hello. Ellie's not with us this morning, but I've asked some of the staff in the special ed department to share some words, so here we go. Ellie, you have been a beacon of light and love for so many students who have called Cathedral home since 2002. Mama Ellie, as you are affectionately known, your love for the students entrusted to your care was known by all here at Cathedral. From some of the staff here, Ellie, you are a great friend who always is there to have our back. You're an asset to all staff in the classroom, and you showed concern for the students, for others, and for their families. You listened always with that caring ear. You loved all the students, and you continue to do so even as you enter your retirement. And as we know, and what you said is, if looks can kill, when you look at those students, they know that you mean business, as you continuously tried to help our students reach their God-given potential. And a quote from one of our EAs was, "The walls of the school will feel hollow, corridors will feel empty, and classrooms will feel lifeless without the inspirational presence of an EA like you." We are saddened that you no longer are here and will be with us holding down the fort, doing whatever needs to be done, taking on however many students you need to. Your attitude of "we can and we will make it work" is what we all say and what you shared with the team. You're a team player, and as always, there is continuously and always an EA in team. We look forward to celebrating your journey with Harold, with Brent, with Derek and Ryan, and all of the family that you love. They are blessed to have you as a wife, mom, and grandma. And another little prayer or words of goodbye. For Claudia, this goes for you too. So you started on this journey so many years ago, and now it's time to leave behind dear friends you've come to know. You sought divine direction and a heart to do his will. Your work became your passion as you used your gifts and skills. You set the highest standards for yourself and others too, showing honored pride and dignity. They saw the best in you. A rags to riches story need not be your bottom line. The priceless things we gain in life often come from the divine. So don't waste one more minute wishing for things that might have been. Rather, watch the seeds you've planted grow and feel his presence within. We pray God keeps you safe and well wherever you may turn, surrounded by your loved ones, living out the dreams you've earned. And in the quiet of your heart, may you hear God softly say, "My good and faithful servant, I'm so proud of you this day." And here's a little goodbye from Ellie on the video.
Hi everyone, hope everyone is safe. I'm looking forward to retirement. Thanks again for everyone. Bye.
Thank you so much, Ellie. We love you and we miss you. And back to Mr. Daly.
Thank you, Ms. Chernetz. That was beautiful. I should have got Ms. Chernetz to thank Mr. Fendayanico. Anyways, well, it is the last day of March, and it is the last day of Mr. Fendayanico's distinguished career in Catholic education. Now, from what I know of her Catholic education career, she was a co-op teacher at Cardinal Newman. Now it's St. John Henry Newman. I met her about 11 years ago when she became the vice principal at St. John of Brebeuf when I was principal. And then she went to Bishop Tonus for a couple years, and she spent the last 6 years here serving the staff and students at Cathedral High School. She is a wonderful person who is quietly organizing things, solving problems, and always helping the staff and students. Now, I have to say, the secondary vice principal's job, in my opinion, is the hardest job in education. It's a difficult job. You're taking care of a lot of difficult problems, helping people on so many levels and dealing with emergencies. And for someone like her to do it for so long is a tribute to her good character and goodness. She did an exemplary job at that job for a long time. And on a personal level, now, Miss, I want you to come up here because you have to open this gift. And I know they're showing pictures, but I know it'll take you time to open this. So you open this while I'm still talking. On a personal level, Claudia Fendayanico has been a great friend to me. She has dealt with many, many emergencies on my behalf, and she has given me great counsel in many, many difficult situations. She's covered for me in a million ways, and frankly, I think we're in big trouble now that she's gone. If I asked her to do something, I always knew Mr. Fendayanico would get it done, even if it was kind of a crappy job, and she would do it well, and she would take care of things. And she's always been a great comfort to me. And one thing I know is she anticipated a lot of problems that I never even saw because of her proactive and caring nature with the staff and students. When she got moved from Brebeuf to Bishop Tonus, we both were a little upset because we thought we had more work to do at Brebeuf together. And it was a very prophetic moment. I had no idea I'd end up at Cathedral, and neither did she. And she said, well, I'm going to Bishop Tonus for a couple years, and then we're going down to Cathedral, and we're going to do our best for that community. She said it. It was like the last thing she said to me when she left Brebeuf. And what do you know? We ended up down here together for 6 years, and I think it's worked out well for our staff and students, I hope. She's worked an extra couple of years, really almost like a volunteer, because she loves the staff and students here at Cathedral. She is a very wise person. She's kind, she's caring, and she deserves a well-deserved rest and reward with her friends, her family, and all her associates in the book club, although I don't think many books actually get read in the book club. I have my own thoughts on that. I know the staff in the office will miss her. I know I'm going to miss her, and I know the VPs and most of all the students will miss her firm and caring presence here at Cathedral. She's a great role model for me and all the staff and students of Cathedral, because I take Miss Stefanianico as a great example of what it means to be an authentically good Catholic person who uses her gifts and talents for others. She's heard a lot of my stories way more times than she wanted to, so sorry about that mess. And we have a gift of appreciation on behalf of the Cathedral staff and students for your last 6 years. And it's got the school prayer and the school letter. Although she's not a graduate of Cathedral, she'll always be a distinguished part of our history here at Cathedral. And Ms. Stefanianico, thank you so much for everything you've done for us.
I'm going to be brief because that's typically my nature, to be brief. And I told Sir not to say anything emotional that will make me cry. But I do want to thank him for all his leadership. He is an authentic leader in this system. And I am getting emotional, Sir. I do want to thank, this is a special place, and I want to thank the teachers, because it's the teachers that make it special. But teachers, although you are a special breed here, the students are a special breed, and they are special. And so they're blessed to have you, and you are blessed to have them. And that's it for me. But I do thank Mr. Daly. I thank all the teachers. I thank all the students for making me feel welcome here for 6 years. I loved it here. I still love it here. And I thank all the partners that I've ever worked with, Mr. Juba, Mrs. Grappo, Mr. John, Mr. Lawler, Miss Delia, Mr. Pustai. Oh my goodness, all these people. They're all wonderful. And teachers, thank you, and students, thank you so much for everything.
Thank you, Ms. Stefanianico, and I'm hoping we can have her come back, and I'm sure it's not the last we'll see of her, maybe in a volunteer way or in some other way in the future. So thank you again, Miss. Well done, and we'll turn it back over to, and by the way, I should congratulate Miss Hilson for being the president-elect. We had to elect our president very early because the board needs to know who our student council president is going to be next year. So we're very glad she's going to be serving us next year in that capacity. She was acclaimed, and congratulations, and take over the newscast.
Thanks, sir. Artists in the class of 2021 want to be a part of CHS graduation history? The Student Advisory Committee is looking for designs for graduation items, including class of 2020 window signs, CHS alumni laptop decals, and CHS alumni sweatshirt and drawstring bag. Entries can be submitted up until April 9th, and winners will be selected by the Student Advisory Committee. Designs can be drawn or digital. Shirt and bag designs should look good as one light color design on a dark background. Students can use existing CHS logos or symbols or create their own look. See Ms. Sweeney if you need any design advice. Follow CHSTV News for submission links. And those are all of your announcements for today, Cathedral. Have a great day, Gales, and thanks for watching.